they stole from my culture.
They sure did, man. Rock and roll is black culture. Come
Those
here,
were
Mr.
our
Confused,
songs.
everything.
Everything, black and rock and roll, rhythm and blues,
Everything from this country,
jazz,
everything in this country goes
Country.
back to the black
reggae,
man. It all goes back to
Country
the
rhythm.
music was
black
started.
man. Ska.
Country music was started by a black man from down south, and it was like blue. That's where you get bluegrass music from.
Mhm.
And then the blue part ventured off and went to the blues side because white folks started taking the shit over.
Yo, even instruments like the banjo and all that, those are all African instruments, man.
That's
So,
why I be trying to tell people, like rock and roll.
you know, if
Little
you love,
Richard was rock and roll.
if you love something that comes from America, chances are it was originated by the melanated people. So you love
That's what I be saying. Y'all
culture,
keep
you
on
can't
letting
hate
people
black
take our
people. It's crazy how you hate black folks, but you love American culture. You can't do that. It's gotta be the same thing.
They love it, though.
Tune
What
in
did
to
Paul Mooney
stream.
say? They
What?
want to be black, but they don't want to be black.
Oh man, ladies and gents, it's LTBR Daily. Too mean to stream. Yes, this is a podcast exclusive. You will not be seeing this on Caffeine, YouTube, or anywhere else. This is only for our true degenerates. Today's Tuesday, August 18th. Can't believe we're almost in September. How you guys doing, yo?
Morning.
I be good.
Yeah.
I'm doing fantastic, man.
Fantastic. Oh man, what's popping off in the world of battle rap, yo?
A lot of interesting stuff, a lot of interesting quotes over the last 24 hours. Not as much transactions as usual, but I will say that there's always something to pick apart and there's always something to talk about, so that's fun. You know, it's not like we have to talk about how none's going to lose to bill collector every 5 times a day.
Word, man. Now Mike P is gone. You know,
yeah,
the factor kind of left just a little bit.
Yeah, topics got a little dry after we have to stop talking about Mike.
I ain't gonna lie, man. We miss you, Mike. We miss you. Come back stronger than ever, brother. But yo, on the flip side, though, something that definitely will not be making the caffeine stream. What's up with more cats getting outed for wanting like rounds written for them? Yo, $30 per round? This is crazy, man. So, you know, Snacks NWX member got outed for asking Jay Murder and various other guys 6 years ago to have battles written for them, for him. And now 6 years later, it gets exposed. And it's very interesting, you know, what people are saying and how they're going about it. Things are changing in France. It seems like this thing is kind of sort of getting a pass and accepted in battle rap, man. Do you see a day where we would just know, like, yo, this is what it is, this person's getting written for, and we just accept it as entertainment? Do you ever see that happening in battle rap?
Never. I can never see that happening in battle rap. This culture is just too like hard-headed with so much little things. Like, for God's sakes, like, we can't even speak regular without using the pause word every 24 seconds.
Oh, come on.
So I don't think battle rap will ever get that passed, because at the end of the day, the biggest part of ghostwriting gets looked down upon is the people that are supposed to be writing for themselves, the people supposed to be lyricists. So it's okay in every other form of music or every other form of like being an artist, but if it's like this essence, nobody cares for it. Like, I think this is a weird area to ask for ghostwriting anyway. Like, this isn't that big of a market for you to try to get somebody else's lyrics to blow up, and like, it's not sustainable. It's not gonna work long term. You're gonna get caught. It's just too small of an industry. Like, go be an artist. Go be a recording artist somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. Make some real coins, ghostwriting.
But what if somebody got ghost written bars from a you know, forget it. There's no scenario for it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what if
Ain't no
but here's the part I don't understand though. I get the custy, like, there's gonna be customers. Why is the hustler selling? I mean, not selling, but like exposing his work.
Unless something went bad
never
in the
understood
background,
that.
like, it don't make sense.
Yeah, it had to be like he had like an accounts payable, and he was like, "Yo, what's up? You got these bars? I ain't get this bread yet."
6 years later, something must have happened behind the scenes
For $30?
Get exposed. 6 years later, $30. You could have had a battle written for you for less than $100. A total battle. That's crazy.
I just don't get it, Vlad, to be honest with you.
But I mean, you know, we got leagues who will who will still book people who have clearly been exposed for ghostwriting. So in a sense, those guys are kind of saying, hey man, this is okay. I accept this.
I guess this is the new wave.
Ugh, nasty. I'm not feeling
it. But no, me personally, I would never respect ghostwriting. Like, if it's found out that, I don't care if it's found out that Young Ill had a ghostwriter, and if anybody know me, I love that nigga. Okay,
that would hurt.
If I found out he had one, it would break my heart. But I would have to cut. I would be like, everything I thought about him, ain't the same no more. Them battles don't hit the same no more.
Oh, things will never
keep that same energy. I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't need or like.
I don't.
But I won't be surprised if it becomes normalized in the future. It is now in hip hop.
I'm pretty sure that it happens way more often than people think it does.
That's a fact too.
Sure. Because when I was younger, I thought everyone in hip hop wrote their own lyrics, and then I started finding out everyone that I love has had help at some point or time.
Well, I mean, yeah, being an artist instead of being a battler is just so much more tricky. Like you mentioned back in the day, you did some DJing, and really young in my time, I think like when I was 13, 14, I just played with making beats. Like, everybody found like a little bit of time to just play with like the music.
Yeah.
Even if they never took it too serious, but they touched
found some lane.
They touched the soil in it, right?
Yeah, right.
And it's just no way to be able to be so lyrical all the time. Pick these beats, create this theme, have this flow, produce this. Like, that's why you have a whole team of people. You know what I'm saying? So like as a recording artist, I can understand where like you get some help somewhere. I can understand where like you have people to pitch you ideas, maybe structure a bar better. And nobody cares when somebody gives you a hook, right? Nobody cares when they give
Nobody cares about that. Nobody ever mentions the hook game. And what's most important when it comes to making songs? Them damn hooks.
So like that's a whole different beast. But here it's literally like, yo, this is 3 rounds of who you were supposed to be. So it's just not accepted here.
Yeah, but man, some people are becoming battle artists and they're getting paid handsomely.
I mean, it's why I personally can never watch Bonnie Godiva again, because bad enough the ladies get a tough rep for
Me too.
But like
I can't. It's hard for me to rock with Bonnie because, and it's not like she took like a bar or two. She literally took somebody's damn near whole round and spit it like it was hers. That's insane.
That is kind of
That's insane to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I'm glad I'm hearing this, you know what I mean? Because, like, we've seen what happened with hip-hop. But I guess it's still, in hip-hop, though, if you're one of those guys who are going to say, hey, I am an MC, true to form, like, true to life and all that, and I want to fall in the greatest MC category, even those fools have gotten help at some point in time. Like, I fail to believe that there's people out there who has written 100% of their written material that is documented and on wax. Like, it's impossible for you to have never, ever, ever gotten any assistance in your life and be fire for generations.
And in battle rap, I mean, like, we know everybody's sparring, so somebody at the very least is going to have some kind of influence on your material, whether they're giving you a line, whether they're telling you to change something, whether they're, and I think that's a fair line. I mean, because let's be honest, the way these guys write, rap, and memorize things they can never use again, I'm actually okay with like the aid, if that makes sense.
No, I'm with that too. Like, if restructure this line, maybe put this there better, but to get a whole thing like, hey, here it is, go memorize it.
That's never okay.
Like,
that's never okay. It's like, yo, Vlad, what do you think of this? And you're like, yo, it'd be better if you did this. Like, I'll take it. Some people feel really tough about it, but like
that word, or
yeah, some people are a little too critical on it. But honestly, like, these guys are writing almost an EP or album worth of fucking raps, and they're memorizing it to only use once in their lives that they don't even fucking have ownership to. Like, I'm okay with them getting some kind of assistance on it.
Yeah, and just being around like artists for a while, and just being in different studio sessions and all that stuff, after a while when everyone's in there, not that it becomes a collaborative effort, but there is an energy and synergy that does happen. So you might take a little bit of, you guys wasn't feeling that, I should change this, I change that, cool. But just sitting there and getting things just written for you and stuff like that. And a lot of people who will say, "Oh no, it should be 100%," and I don't even agree.
Hey, listen,
with I change the.
I've been
They never been part of the artistic process.
I'll end it here. I've been on the record with you, Vlad, and we've said it on the pod, and I'll say it again. I think Kayshawn's early years, not that he got ghost like writers or nothing, but I do think Murder Mook taught him how to angle. Kayshawn wasn't.
I mean, Rex said that. Rex said it in the battle.
Yeah. I mean, Kayshawn
not
was
that he was written for, but
yeah. But like,
so we'll just make that clear. We're not saying Kayshawn got written for, but if someone can give you an idea or a general road path for you to follow, and you're good enough, and you could develop that, then yeah, that's fine too, man. That's like, it's coaching. It's what your team is there for.
I agree. Are y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. We're going live in 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah.
And we're live on air.
Where we at, y'all? Oh yes, we is. We sure live. Get these tweets out. Junior say I'll bring the bay out. Oh, what's up, world? Yeah, we definitely gotta let everyone know.
It's Fox. I did not know Fox.
Good morning. Rita said, "Glad Cece is here." Hands up.
Oh, brother.
Hey, Rita. I'm surprised you up early, because I know you and Anwar, y'all been celebrating.
Good morning, y'all.
Hello.
Battle Rap Go Graphic here. Good morning.
What up, y'all?
Yo, they were lit. They had crawfish, lobster, sausage.
Man.
Had a whole seafood dinner.
Louisiana so much. Like,
good morning.
Pam was in the building.
It's just different. It hit different, y'all. I'm a move on. Thanks.
Good morning, Fivletta.
Lobster, I eat it all. I'll eat the whole goddamn lobster. Put that whole motherfucker in that boiling pot.
Whoa.
I'm gonna crack that mug up.
Damn. Our male viewership just went up.
You can't eat lobster or crawfish.
Proud of your expansion. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Hey, wifey. You see, you talking about lobsters, and look at everybody reacts. Don't get us canceled, all right?
You gotta get at the neck of that crawfish.
If you want to eat, if you want to do some ASMR and eat lobster, do that on a Friday night.
What's that called?
Mukbangs. Mukbangs.
How did you go? How was y'all day today?
LTBR
I go
ASMR.
to the library to get some books.
I've been missing the caffeine show, but I always catch the Apple Podcast. I appreciate that. And if you know you catch the Apple Podcast, let them know in the chat that they get that exclusive podcast audio before we go live. We have the microphones rolling and we just talk our shit. We talk a little too mean in stream. We can't put it on caffeine. So everybody that watches the show or misses the show, always check out the audio version of the show.
Yes.
And by the way, we do have a chat. We have a chat admin in the chat, by the way. We have an LTBR Q&A. He's going to be answering and putting all questions. So you have somebody to interact with. Big shout outs to our chat admin for today.
Rita done started a riot.
Yes, he did.
Look at what you did, Rita. Because I'm jealous. I wish I was right there with y'all, cracking them crawfish.
Well, the chat admin be blocking trolls. Oh no,
King crab. Have you had king crab? We'll get you some king crab down there, girl.
He'll be fueling the trolls. Are y'all ready to just get rolling?
Let's get it cracking, friends.
All right.
Hungry.
All this seafood talk, man.
All right, we got a major announcement over the weekend. A match that honestly might be Vlad's battle of the year. It's the ultimate Vlad can't lose match, and he's been actually craving for this battle since his first campaign. JC versus Kid Chaos has been announced for rookies versus vets. Oh yeah, let me get my lighting right.
Okay, look at it. Fran's being a bad bitch right now.
Let me get my lighting right.
My lighting right.
Let's throw it to the chat. Yo, chat admin, ask everybody in there. Ask everybody in there, JC or Kid Chaos, and what do you guys think of this match, JC versus Kid Chaos? Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
JC.
1-1. 2. Oh, Kid Chaos in the early lead. Damn.
Wow.
It's getting crazy.
Come on, Kid Chaos. Don't sleep on him.
Oh, look at Miss Michigan switching sides already.
That's respect. I said don't sleep on him. But
Oh,
y'all
okay,
already
my
know
bad.
what I'm going with.
JC versus KC.
JC versus KC, France. This is a battle that the writing community has been clamoring for. Ever since Kid Chaos has came on the scene, he's been compared to one guy and one guy only, and that has been JC. And the people have been wanting this battle, and URL said it's time to make this battle happen. Now, France, me personally, I'm not always a fan of I more prefer style clashes as opposed to style matchups. I prefer to see how does this person handle, if you're a writer, how do you handle battling a performer or a guy, with aggression or a guy who has humor to see what your defense can be, to see what your offense can be. A lot of times when you got guys who are trying to outright each other, doesn't always become my favorite battle. However, with this battle, it's a very interesting time for this battle to happen. JC has been feeling the backlash from fans a little bit, saying he may not be where he used to be. Is his pen slipping? What's going on with the brother? And you have KC, who's had a meteoric rise this year. So now you got two guys who are meeting each other on a level playing field where there'll be no audience to sway the decisions or anything like that, no one to perform to. And we can see where these two pens stand versus one another. So it's going to be a very interesting battle. And I'm surprised it's happening so soon, so early. But Kid Chaos, this is going to be a test. Don't sleep on JC's, personality and his ability to capture the audience out there. So looking forward to it on Saturday.
I don't think he will. I think he's definitely going to take it serious. I definitely see him showing up, not making many or any mistakes. He's definitely been asking for it. He's been demanding it. He finally got it. So I think he's already been planning on what he would do and how he would execute the battle if he gets it. Now, I know JC had a bad showing versus Loso, but I do not expect that same showing against Kid Chaos. JC knows that he's going to have to, bring the fire. Especially, I know he don't want to surf no more, as he says, but I think he still is trying to gun for a Lux battle potentially in the future. And I just think it's going to be a dope matchup.
I'll say this.
No Lux battle losing to KC. I'll tell you that much.
Listen, man.
JC. He's not going to sleep on Kid Chaos. Yeah. Trust me. He gonna take him serious. I mean, how many times has JC went to smaller leagues and battled lower tier battlers and showed the fuck out? He's not gonna sleep on Kid Chaos.
Yeah, JC versus KC, the two letters against each other, but J will always come before K. All right. I'm tired of the JC disrespect. This is a guy that was a two-time top 5 champion of the year candidate. This is a guy you can argue barely lost a battle 2019, all right? He has one lackluster performance after going through a whole bunch of stuff in his life that he didn't want to disclose, but like everybody has off games, right? And besides having an off game, Loso had an on game, all right? So let's pump the brakes a little bit here, all right? This is Casey's time to prove that he actually can be in the ring with JC, not the other way around, all right? And you know what? I'm proud of Kid Chaos getting this opportunity in this match. Nothing more than I love for him to get this battle. And I'm a huge Kid Chaos fan. But he has some quotes that had me a little nervous yesterday on URL's recap on Caffeine. He said verbatim, JC was an inspiration of mine, but what he's been doing lately isn't better than what Real Sick is doing, and that's been my toughest competitor yet. You cannot say Real Sick is tougher than JC in any world, and I love Real Sick. All right, I love these rookies. I do. All right, but you guys need to go in there realizing that at any moment, if this guy even touches his apex form, all right, if this guy even looks like peak JC, you don't have a chance in there.
Oh, damn.
That's crazy. Kid said that because I know I seen other people saying Sick and JC is not even comparable, and that's no shot at Real Sick.
And this is incredible. We've summoned Kid Chaos. He's in the chat. When was JC better this year? Great against Charlie Clips. He was right. He smoked Red, but maybe Red choked all 3 rounds. You can have that. He lost to Loso, but Loso was good. So I get it. Maybe you're looking at him like as of his last couple battles. I could take this JC, but I still got to go with the person that has all the experience, has all the stuff under his name, and I need to see you rise above the occasion. I need to see you beat him versus him not be good.
Absolutely. Granted, this year, this hasn't been the best year for JC. But let's not forget, this guy is like 8-9 years deep into his career, and he's proven a lot. He's been through the ups and downs. He's faced all the turbulence. Listen, Real Sick, that's my guy. New Jersey, right across the water. But Real Sick hasn't been hated yet. Real Sick hasn't been bounced out of the URL and had to crawl his way back through the Chitlin circuit, back through the RBE circuit just to get back on Smack stage and still kick ass. Let's not forget some of those classic moments that he's had. So I know that this year hasn't been the greatest year for JC, but KC, he's going to try to make an example out of you, because if you come in the game and you knock him out, his peers are going to be looking at him crazy.
And Vlad, real quick, Kid Chaos says don't misquote him, don't take him out of context. I'm not taking you out of context. I'm not going to lie. You were asked the question, do you think JC is your toughest competitor? And that was your response.
And that's a fact, GMTM. JC brings the best out of all his opponents. And his opponents always say that. They know, like, Sport has said that. Like, I know I cannot show up on no BS battling JC. I know I have to get my writing down pat if I'm going to face JC. And that's respect. It's not saying that, like, oh, I got to step my game up because I'm trying. It's just respect. Everybody does have respect for the pen. Kid Chaos, we have respect for your pen too, because you've been doing great things. It's just, I don't think either one of them is sleeping on each other. So let's just put that out there. Like we said in the beginning, nobody's sleeping on one another. It's going to be a good battle.
Hey, listen.
And I'm definitely here for
Kid
it.
Chaos knows he has supporters here. If he feels that his quote was taken out of context, shoot me a message on Twitter right now. I'll get you up here. Speak your piece.
That's right.
JC is definitely a top 5 pen. Definitely.
I gotta admit though, man,
JC's
material as of late just hasn't been quite as hard hitting, man. I feel like he's hit this plateau where we know where he can take it to, but he's still living underneath that bar right now, as opposed to Chilla Jones, who he is at the apex right now. He is kicking ass and taking names everywhere he goes, and the material is hitting crazy. So KC, you got a great opportunity to catch JC right now and prove your point. You know what I mean? But to say that, JC, that Real Sick is going to be tougher comp than JC, oh man,
I don't know about that one.
Legacy.
But he said he had more than just that. So when he pull up, which he said he on his way,
I'll send him a link.
You know what I'm saying? We can definitely get more from that quote.
Hey,
That's
Vlad,
right, Steve.
Vlad, am I host, sir?
Yes, sir. You are the host.
All right, great. I love
Stevie
these.
Gambino.
That
Spark it up.
top tier by default. I missed that one. I seen it, but
That's low key a bar.
Y'all crazy.
That's low key a bar. He's top tier by default.
That's a fact.
Guys, wow. And that's a fact, Cloud9. These rookies I said it too multiple times. These vets better tighten up, because these rookies ain't playing. Jay the Nightwing, salute again, did what he was supposed to do versus Suge. A lot of people are saying it wasn't that Suge wasn't prepared. It was that Suge wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for all that. Okay, got a little flustered.
What's
during the battle.
going on?
JC should have stayed inside the way Mike P did. Rookies is up. I got the rookies going for the upsets. Hey, look, if you want to pick the rookies, I'm not upset at that. I love this class. This class can definitely walk away with victories. But I just feel like JC's getting all this slander for maybe a few performances that hasn't been up to par, when this guy's been consistent for more times than he hasn't.
I'll tell you what.
That's true.
This class is also
that's true.
This class is also very lucky that they're not performing in front of 1,000 to 1,500 people on that rookies versus vets stage. We've heard of people throwing up backstage, people clamoring, people getting nervous.
All right, let's get the good brother on. Let's get the good brother on.
Go.
Y'all leave JC's teeth alone. I'm getting.
Good morning, good sir.
What are y'all talking about in this chat?
What's happening?
Good brother Casey. Good
Wait,
morning,
Casey, before you bark, we have respect for you, Vlad.
I'm not gonna bark.
No, I'm joking with you, bro. Go ahead, Vlad. Give this man his proper intro.
Ladies and gents, LTBR Daily would like to welcome a gentleman who has had a meteoric rise this year. He's been in battle rap for a while, but this year he has come to take over. The pen has gained notoriety. The chaotics have been out in droves. This man has turned battling into a brand. He's out here shirtless, repping for the
Nah, y'all caught me early in the morning, bro. Like, I'm like, oh no.
He's like, oh, let me show them what this marketing is about. Welcome to Let's Talk Battle Rap Daily. We appreciate you for bringing these extra 100 ladies who just came into the chat. So we appreciate you for raising our rating right now, man.
Man, I wish.
Hey,
Good
chill,
morning,
man.
brother. How are you, man?
Chaos is wholesome, man. Don't fuck up your situation, man. Don't do that. Man.
My bad, ladies. Don't let me gas you up, ladies. Behave.
Hey, throw a prop, shoot your shot, ladies. All right. Throw a prop, shoot your shot.
Boy,
So my brother, do you believe I took your quote out of context?
That's not a belief. You absolutely did. You absolutely did. Because you know the context of the conversation was heading into the battle who I feared more. It was not an overall totality thing. I'm a writer, bro. I don't care what y'all say. The last year, these last couple battles, JC has not been crazy, bro. He hasn't. Sick versus me and Sick versus Jay. When I saw Sick versus Jay heading into the battle, I was more fearful of that. And then I had 2 weeks to prepare. So I had to battle somebody that crazy in 2 weeks. I was fearful. They've given me months to write for a mediocre JC. No, I'm not as fearful. That's what it was not, okay, overall, who's you think? Bro, I know what JC's done. Ain't nobody downplaying JC career. You trying to make it seem like I'm coming in. Because people like to paint this narrative with rookies like we're just ignorant. Or like we just like to say stupid stuff. Bro, everything I say, there's logic behind it. I'm not just bashing him just because he's a vet, just to say something stupid, bro. That's not me. So to put it out there as if I'm just going around slandering JC like he's a nobody, that's not what I did.
Well,
but if you're saying he has been a quality JC, you're the reason he hasn't gotten any better. Because you're not holding him to the standard he should be holding himself to. He was a god. He said he was the god pen. Be god pen in. I take pride in this pen. So if you not holding up to that shit, I'm going to hold that shit on you. No, you ain't been good.
Casey, talk your talk, brother.
I love it. I love it.
I've been saying this for a while that JC has hit this plateau and he has not risen above where we know that he can go. And it's just the facts. But the disciples have been telling me, no, JC is still crazy. He's still top. He's this guy. He's that guy. And I'm like,
all right, so let me
love him, but
you have to allow me to rebuttal because I'm the guy that got the quote.
My bad, player.
I did mention in the beginning of the quote that you said JC is an inspiration of mine. So I made sure that I didn't take that out of full context. But you didn't mention the words prep time, 2 weeks. I have a month to write on URL Caffeine yesterday. So, of course, I'm not looking at it as your preparation standpoint, which you're right. You definitely have more time for somebody that hasn't been as potent. Correct. But if you don't mention that, all I'm going to know is that you said Sick is a tougher competitor to prepare for.
Okay, cool. That's one thing I did not mention, but I still mentioned overall that Real Sick was more impressive recently than JC, and that's what you still didn't mention.
I did say
that. So regardless of what you just said,
you did not.
No, you did not just mention that, bro. You did not mention that I said it was a recent thing, not a totality thing. You did not mention that.
Verbatim, what he's been doing lately isn't better than what Real Sick is doing.
Is that a quote from you or me?
That's from you.
I think you just fucked me up just now.
That's from you.
I think you just fucked me up now. I ain't gonna lie, I think you just fucked me up just now. You fucked me up mentally just now. Okay, so I said that.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
I'm saying you didn't mention it. That's okay. I'm so confused about. I was saying what I said. It fucked me up. It fucked me up for a second.
I does this media thing, all right?
No,
I've been bulletproof.
I was fucked up for a second. No, you fucked me up because I forgot the angle from which we were talking about. I'm like, wait a second.
You jumped in late.
That's not what
you jumped in late.
I was like, no. That's not what I was saying. Right? I was saying no. What I was saying was for you to put it out there like I'm talking crazy about JC. When I came in, if that's what you said, then cool, I missed that. And that's my bad if you did say that. So then therefore I have no argument if the case is you did say that. But when I came in, all I heard was like Stevie tweeted me on Twitter and was like, come in. They talking about you. It's all right. Came in.
Appreciate you, Stevie.
I came in, right? And then all I hear is, I fuck with Chaos, but he's going crazy. He's saying Sick better than JC. I'm like, whoa.
Hey, look, man, you know we
Like,
do we do the daily
that's
updates.
not how I said it.
Nah, man, I get everything verbatim. I can't even afford to get a syllable wrong in your quotes because then I could get dragged for it. So I make sure to get everything that comes out of your mouths, pause, and put it on paper. And it's just my job to contextualize it afterwards.
I wish you would have said that when I hopped in. I wish you would have said that when I hopped in. Because them people in the chat, they really tried to make it seem as if I'm saying Real Sick is an overall, he's done more. He's like, bro, it's like, bro, I know we all knew and got shit to prove, but ain't nobody making it seem like JC ain't done shit.
I read you exactly what
saying. He's been dope recently.
I read your exact response from Hennyman. JC was an inspiration of mine. I ain't gonna lie. But what he's been doing lately isn't better than what Real Sick is doing. Verbatim. Mm-hmm. I might have that screen recorded too. I might have that screen recorded too.
And then therefore, what does that tell you?
I don't know that you have more prep time there.
What I'm saying, not the prep time. What are you talking about? I didn't say nothing about prep time.
Right.
What I'm saying is like I said that earlier, but I'm saying just now I didn't say nothing about no prep time.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, what does that tell you? If I'm saying that, does that tell you I'm saying overall I don't like JC or I think JC is better? Or is that saying exactly what I'm saying?
I'll be honest.
Which is as of lately.
I'll be honest. What it really says to me is that you have. What it really says to me is that you have pride in your class. That's what I look at it. And
it's not that. And bro, hold on. So you're saying, this is blowing my mind. You're saying JC has been good recently, anytime recently.
I'm saying JC is still JC.
I'm asking you a question. Has JC been good anytime recently?
He's been below his
expectations.
He's been below his expectations.
Okay, so my question is, why do you continue to push this narrative for JC and not hold him accountable? This is why these vets coming in choke, don't come in and give their best. They know regardless, y'all, what did Real Sick say in this third round against me? We new guys, blah, 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 blah. He's like, y'all look at the top tiers and be like, it happens. They'll do better next time. That's what y'all do for them. Every time, bro. Y'all, I swear to God, if I go out there and have a bad performance Saturday, y'all are going to say, all right, he talked too much. He's not ready. I know what's going to happen.
You're right.
I know what's going to happen.
You're absolutely right.
I know what's going to happen. Off of one performance, right? This man will battle 8 times in a row and be whack. And then, you know what? He might do good this time, though. Come on, bro. Come on. Don't act like what I'm saying don't make sense.
He's got a point, Vlad. I'm not going to lie.
Listen,
don't act like what I'm saying don't make sense.
Casey's got a point.
He's got a point to some folks. And just like he's saying, y'all, it ain't everybody. I hold everyone accountable. I've been getting dragged for it. I get dragged for it all the time. The disciples want to hang me up to a cross every time I say JC ain't win a battle or he wasn't all that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, people got to hold people accountable. JC has been dope over the spectrum of his career. But over the past year or so, it's been a generic kind of like you get.
He's been default.
Yeah. Oh, man. Headshot.
Has he not been default?
Oh man, Miss Michigan, what do you think of this, CC?
Word, you've been awfully quiet. Hold on, get the pressure off of me.
2 men discuss their differences. A woman stays out when 2 men are discussing their differences. Okay, but now everything that you said is you preaching to the choir. We know, because when we did the CPR thing, everybody has been giving us help because they thinking, why y'all focusing on people choking and this is corny. And like you said, every time vets do or don't perform well, it's it happens. But if you guys choke in front of a vet or don't do good in front of the vet, they're gonna be like, they not ready, sit them down, they talking too much, they not ready for this. So you're definitely not lying. And yes, you're not lying that JC's 2020 ain't been what we all expected, especially when he put up his kill list. And it's August.
CC,
his 2020 ain't what we all thought it was going to be.
I want to add
so
on
you're
to
not
that
lying
quick.
about that either.
I want to add on to that real quick before Casey responds. Av had a quote last week where he said, mid-tiers have more pressure than top tiers because they can't afford bad performances. And so I agree with.
Hold on. He said top tiers can't afford bad performances.
Mid-tiers can't.
Mid-tiers have more pressure than top tiers because they can't afford bad performances. And I do agree with Av and what you said as well, that if you go there Saturday and do bad, they're going to drag you. They're going to say you weren't ready. They're going to be overcritical of you. And I agree with that. I do agree.
That's true.
Oh, and this is somebody who has given y'all nothing but consistency since y'all have seen me.
Facts.
Since y'all started watching me, I give y'all nothing but consistency. But I could have one performance where I don't do quite as good, and it's going to look crazy for me. But when you look, and I'm not trying to put myself on a pedestal or nothing, but I feel like when you really look at everybody who's coming to URL, not many people have given y'all their first 5 out the gate all consistently fire. I can't think of too many people entering to the URL doing that. They usually after the 3rd or 4th, you start to see, oh, this one wasn't that good. Every one, I'm wilding. This one ain't gonna be no different. I just know it hasn't happened yet. This one ain't gonna be no different.
I was gonna say that's why I feel they're giving you JC, because you've been proving yourself time and time again. I mean, we still talk. People still, every time they see you in the chat, or every time I see it on social media all the time, people still say to this day, you got robbed. You should have advanced. And Ultimate Madness won. Like, you got a lot of people rooting for you. So I hope you also know that too. A lot of people are rooting for you, but I do understand what you're saying about the narrative when it comes to the rookies.
I'm not, and don't get me wrong, I'm not on here thinking y'all don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a debater. I saw something that didn't line up. Boom.
I love it. I love it.
This is what you do by profession.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so
right now, you smart.
It's all love.
I was like, wait a second, that wasing right. Let me hold up. All right, you know what I'm saying?
On that second bottle of Canada Dry, he turned up right now.
Listen, man. Like, that's all I really drink is ginger ale and water. Is the weirdest shit ever.
Nah, you drink Remy too. We seen it in the videos. You got like 10 bottles of Remy.
Yeah. The Remy back there. But the Remy was from a different time in my life. I'm keep it real. The Remy was from a different point in my life when I was doing a lot of drinking and having a lot of get-togethers at the crib. I done chilled out on that a little bit.
Keep all the memories in the bottles.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The memories in the bottles.
Like, and shit, this bottle, I remember what happened. This night.
But nah, man, for real, like I say, man, I get what y'all are saying. I'm not saying that JC is not capable. You know what I'm saying? To wrap things up, because I didn't want to come and like interrupt y'all, you know what I'm saying, shit. But it's like I'm not saying JC is not capable. JC is an adult, like acts in that same interview. That's another thing. If you're gonna mention that part too. I'm like, of course JC is capable of it. I am not going in there thinking JC is just not going to do anything. I respect him enough to know that he knows I'm a writer. Yeah. And he knows I'm not about to come in there and play with him. So I think he's going to respect me enough to come in there and step up. I don't know if you quoted all that, but that was also said last night.
It was.
That's why I think I'm not going to sleep on each other. But we don't see JC sleeping on the lower tiers of the rookies, like I said earlier. He be going on other smaller leagues and battling. And he take it serious. Like, he battling a top vet. Like, so he not going to sleep on you either. That's why it's going to be a good matchup.
I think so as well. I think it's going to be a dope matchup. Like I said, if JC comes like how he's been coming this year, though, I don't care with nobody. They're going to try to make it seem like, bro, every performance I've had as I stepped on URL has been better than everything this man did this year. I don't care what nobody say.
Okay. You ain't lying.
Okay.
You ain't lying.
Go ahead, Vlad.
JC is going to be your highest profile battler yet. You know, what have you learned that you're taking into this battle that has been different from the other battles that you've had so far on URL?
Wasn't even preparing for good questions and shit.
Come on, bro. You know what I mean? If I might say,
goddamn, that was left field. But shit, I couldn't really say at this moment before the battle I've actually learned anything yet. You know what I'm saying? To be completely honest, I'm gonna be transparent. I can't say at this moment the objective hasn't been completed. I still there's a certain way I have to view him in order to properly battle him. And I'll say that. I can't view him in a certain light and battle him properly. So right now, the way I view him in this situation is maybe not the best time to ask me, you know what I'm saying, about learning something for them. Because my mind is, man, I ain't got shit to learn, bro. Like, he gonna learn. That's where I'm at. But it's like after the battle, I'm sure it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna calm back down. I'm a warrior, man. Y'all know since I stepped in this, y'all told me I couldn't beat this man. Like, it's like, bro, y'all understand, but I feel like y'all been bullying me for the last year, bro. Y'all, you can't be him. You can't be him. Bro, I'm a warrior, bro. Y'all done woke some shit up. Like when I battle him Saturday, bro, he gonna be doing amazing kid flips and shit. And y'all gonna make it seem like it's the most amazing shit in the world. Cool, whatever. The shit I got, bro. All right, all that praise y'all gave Daylight for rapping.
Oh,
Y'all bet not bash me like y'all did me against Luke Castro. Like y'all did me against Luke Castro, because you forget, I did that same exact type flow. My Luke Castro rounds, I got bashed, crucified. Daylight come out, bam, bam. Oh my God. Oh shit. We ain't never seen nothing like this before. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, I've been rapping since I stepped out here, and I'm saying this is not to say that Daylight beat me or nothing like that. I hope y'all don't think I'm saying like that. But it's like Daylight came back doing what he does. And it's like, but I was doing this too. Like, I was doing this shit too, and I got bashed. Oh, you was rapping too fast. Oh, we can't really get it, man. Da-da-da. Well, all right then.
The fair difference is you only had 2 minutes of work while he was able to rap a full 6. You know what I mean?
Okay, so in less time, I should be less complicated. Is that what you're saying?
In more time, you probably have more opportunity to deliver more points.
Just yes or no? Do you think with less time, I should be less complicated?
No, I don't believe that. I just believe having more time, you have the opportunity to deliver more points. So, because if you start cooking, if you start cooking 90 seconds in, you only got another 30, 45 before they stop you.
Give me one battle. I hate when y'all say that. You cannot give me one instance where I ever took more than 15, 20 seconds to drop a bar, bro. What are you talking about? Just because y'all don't get it, don't mean I'm not wilding. I've been bombing shit. Like, when it come out the gate and I'll bomb. When, like, just last night, I had an interview with K-Dose. I don't know if you know K-Dose, my guy.
No, shouts to K-Dose. Shouts to K-Dose.
I had an interview with him. If you look at that interview, watch him when I broke down my opening for Luke Castro. He was like, bro, I did not get that. Oh, you right. It's like, bro, I was out the gate every time I battled, and especially in that tournament.
But we can't pretend that having 4 to 6 minutes is not different than having 2.5, especially when you have judges.
I'm not saying there's not a difference. Right. What I'm saying is just the fact that I rapped in that certain speed, that does not change anything. The length should not change if you're going to listen to the quality of what I'm saying. That to me, that logic just doesn't make sense. Okay, if you rap longer, I'll listen a longer time period to more complicated things. But if you rap a short amount of time, I don't want to listen to that in a short amount of time. It doesn't make sense to me. If you're going to listen to it for 6 minutes, why wouldn't you listen to it for 2?
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I think though, when we're talking about in this,
hot as shit out
you ain't got no AC inside, brother.
No, I'm outside.
I think when you're rapping within a 2-minute construct, sometimes subconsciously, you're a writer. You want to say a lot of words, so you want to make sure you get through all of those words. And when you're lining everything up, when it comes to the delivery, the flow, being able to comprehend some stuff, how are you making it accessible and stuff, like all of that plays a role when you're judging a judged battle. Now, if it's just a battle where everyone is just out there and we're just here purely, just for the art form of it, and we're not taking all of that, then, that comes into play with the time.
And that's a fair point.
You know what I mean?
And that's a fair point. That's a fair point. And I agree, because that is one thing I will admit myself is I think a part of why it wasn't as praised for me is because it was a tournament and it was a judge thing. Yeah. So it's kind of like, yeah, we like what you're doing, but we got to make an on-spot decision. And it's like, we can 100% say, for some reason, we can 100% say what you did was better in this moment. Maybe later
that's
we
all
will.
It is, yeah. In that particular
vacuum,
you know what I mean? Like, it's a tough thing to grasp, but I'll say don't ever think you have to dumb your stuff down. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not anymore. I'm not anymore.
Just in my opinion, and I'm nobody, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, just sprinkle a couple of things in there that makes certain things accessible, and then continue doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
hey, listen,
I think you got to dumb nothing down, though, brother.
Trust me, like the God himself, Daylight, he hit me up, and you know what I'm saying, we spoke, and he basically literally said the same thing, like, bro, stop, don't hold back no more.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it, bro, just go. And so, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go, bro, and it's just like, this battle, I'm going, bro, like, so it's just like, if y'all don't get me wrong, I'm still me. I'm not a Daylight, so I'm not saying I'm about to be up there just rapid fire, but it's just like, I'm about to let loose a little bit more in the way that I do that.
I can't
You know
wait,
what I'm saying? And it's like
right.
y'all fuck with it.
You
or
sold me,
y'all
bro.
listen.
I've been sold. I've been on the campaign forever. I'm happy this is booked.
Listen, so real quick, I want each of y'all, who y'all got winning?
I think you have him lined up at the proper time right now. And this is gonna sound crazy. The disciples are gonna come after me. I smells an upset in the air, man. I smells an upset. Don't nail me to the cross, y'all.
Well, I'm one of those guys that'll always roll with the vets in these situations until the rookie knocks them out, because I feel like that's how you guys start to make your legacies, make your timestamps in your career. So, you know, I'm just a data guy, man. I'm gonna go with what I've seen work more often than not, and when it proves me wrong, I'm willing to eat that, you know. But
quick question: What's
hold on. What
about?
was her? I want to hear hers.
Oh, my bad.
She's from Michigan.
No, I said I'm just saying, like,
I still want to hear it.
I'm willing to say, you know, not to give too much of his business out there. You know, JC was going through some bullshit. No excuse though, because we don't do that for other people. So I ain't gonna do it for him. He already knows he need to come after the low. So sit down, get your shit together, make sure you good, and then take on the next battle. That happens to be you. And I know for a fact that he's not playing. So I'm going to roll with my guy. And if I got to eat crow, you can come on next Monday and just verbally just give me a lashing and just be like, bitch, I know you. Okay?
No,
you
never,
can do that.
never.
Come Monday, you can come on this show and be like, I told you.
Bitch, you was wrong.
Nah. Never do nothing like that.
For your friend and now.
Never like that. But I will come pull back up real quick and be like, so, baby girl.
Right. So you say your friend was
what happened now?
Hey, you know what? Either way, come back next Monday. Either way, however it goes.
I'll pull back up. To answer your question though, 3-minute cap. So it's a 2:30 with a 3-minute cap. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I got a little more time than I did in the tournament, but you know, it is what it is. I think this is a battle of writers. I think we should have had an extra 30 seconds to a minute at least.
I agree.
Like this is a battle of writers, bro. People want to see this. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't the time to constrain us. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? They got to give them some type of advantage. You know what I mean? So go ahead, get
y'all gonna put on the classic. I'm really hoping that it's gonna be one of those where you gotta watch it 5 times and you still trying to be like, dang, I feel
like the rookies aren't trying to make classic with the I feel like they want to kick their ass.
I know. Sometimes that's how it ends. Sometimes when you get two people who really want to just like because JC, he know his back is on the ropes. He know a lot of people are looking at him and look, people have been trolling him, talking about his appearance, talking about his behavior, all that stuff. He got a little chip on his shoulder too, because now everybody is counting him out, and he don't like that. He don't like that feeling, and I'm telling y'all, he don't like where he is.
He won on the chat last night. Just throw that out there.
Everybody is against you guys. I think just because the profiles, regardless. I feel like everybody will lead that poll. But you said yesterday you don't care for the polls. Keep the same.
What I'm saying. No. You're about to twist the narrative. Don't you do that. I had to stop you. I can see exactly where you was going. Slow yourself down. Bad boy. What the reason I brought it up, she just said he feels like everybody's against him, back against the wall. So I was just saying that to his point of not everybody's doubting you, bro. You won on the poll last night. That's why I brought it up. Now make it seem like I brought it up because I'm trying to act like I'm some like, I don't know, whatever you were trying to make it seem like. Only reason I brought that shit up was to respond to her. That was it.
You didn't even let me paint it. I have the brush in my hand.
No. I saw where you was going.
You snatched the canvas out.
No. What you was about to say was, no, you said you ain't worried about the polls. Keep that energy. I ain't keeping that energy. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean?
When the polls have you winning, you won't care neither?
Bro, I won the polls against Real Sick and Lou Castro.
True that.
I don't care. I still go in there and rap, bro. Like, yes, it's been proven. I don't care about the polls. I smoke shit regardless, bro. Like, I'm going to go in there and do what I do. So, no, I don't care about the polls, bro.
Can Saturday come already? Can Saturday be here already?
Listen. I
Friends, all I
will.
know
Listen, let's be clear. I am actually expecting JC to come crazy.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
not
what
get it
I'm
confused.
saying.
I'm expecting him to come and get crazy, but it's just off his past performances. That's my only point has been that shit won't beat me, bro. I promise you that won't beat me. Especially not the shit I got right here. That shit won't beat me, bro. You got to get in your JC bag. You got to be JC. Because if you come name that diet JC shit you've been doing, get you the fuck up out of here, bro.
See, my man drinks that full Canada Dry, not that diet shit. All I
Yeah.
know is if I can get a little bit of drunk JC versus a little bit of default, I got everything I need in that battle, man.
Diet JC.
Yeah, it's gone.
Wow, diet JC. Jeez,
Man, listen. I listen.
JC
That's
Light.
what he's been to me. JC Light. That's really what it's been. He's been the Polo Association version of JC. You know what I'm saying? He's been the U.S. Polo Association version of JC. You know
The
what I'm saying?
Beverly Hills Polo Club? Oh,
Yeah, that's what he's been. That's what he's been. We ready for him to really get his Polo Ralph Lauren on.
Yikes.
You know what I'm
Blue
saying? We
Label.
ready for him to get back to that.
We
You
need
feel what I'm
Blue
saying?
Label JC back, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Nice.
saying? And he got it. And like I said, like all jokes aside, I think he's dope. Like I said, he's been an inspiration of mine. I think he's not going to come to play, but just because you've been an inspiration, like I said, I want him to hold me accountable. Just like you know what I'm saying, I'm holding him accountable like I would expect everybody else to hold me accountable. Dog, you have not been that good. And you're way too talented for us to sit back here and act like you have been, bro. Way too fucking talented. So no, we ain't about to hold you to that standard because you're going to get comfortable. You're going to get complacent. You're going to get stagnant. You're going to be even more of a whatever the fuck you was doing.
Oh no, we can't have that. No,
You can't have that shit, bro. No, man. Hell no. So come in here, get in this fucking ring. Let me bring you back where you fucking supposed to be. Now get back out there in the world and be great, son. You know?
Facts.
And
But
on
that'd
that
be
note,
great.
man,
I'm proud of
Chaos,
you.
thanks for crashing in, man. And Saturday.
Already. Saturday. Listen,
Wait.
y'all be tuned in. Saturday, at 4:00. I think that's when the stream go up.
Yep.
Oh,
You
we
got-
gonna be there. Don't
You know
you
what I'm
worry.
saying?
We're there.
And
You know?
and it's lit. And it's lit. I promise y'all I'm gonna give y'all a good showing. Regardless who y'all think won. We come back Monday, y'all.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
I told you couldn't get over JC, whatever. You're not gonna say you didn't do great. You're not
No.
gonna say that. You're
I'm
not gonna say that.
expecting
No,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
believe enough in you that whether I have you winning or losing, you're gonna have a good performance for sure.
Yeah, it's saying so regardless. But my plan is for the rookies to go up 2-0. You feel me? So rookies about to go up 2-0. Vets gonna have to eat that, and then from there, hey, we gonna see how it go. This rookies versus vet season is different, man. The last time they beat us, what? How many vets won
Pretty much all of
that
them.
last one? I know they didn't win Wavy.
That's the only
And-
one.
T-Top and Clips wasn't clear.
It wasn't clear. That's
That
true.
shit
I'll give
was
you
not
that.
clear,
I
bro.
can give you
Why
that.
y'all taking the
No, it wasn't
debables?
clear. It wasn't clear. I'll give you that.
Y'all
Listen,
taking
The
the
rookie
debables like,
knocked the
oh,
vet
rookies
out.
lost.
The rookies got to knock the vet out. You feel me?
Bro, I get what you're saying, but literally the way battle rap is set up, it's damn near impossible to completely knock a vet out. All they have to do is do good. K-Shine was horrible, and Mr. Wavy was like the best we've ever seen him. That's the only reason that happened. Charlie Clips was okay, and T-Top was good, and that's why I was close.
Yeah,
Like, the
that's
vets
who
don't
won.
have
Yeah,
to do that much.
won from the last go round. I'm just telling you.
I know, I'm just saying.
Nah, but yeah, a lot of
what
those
y'all
rookie-
think who won or lost is just like, bro, T-Top didn't lose the
No,
Clips. Like,
it wasn't
what?
clear. It wasn't clear, but he also didn't win clear. You feel
yeah,
me?
you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not saying kind of as a loss or a win. I'm just saying
Right.
that was a battle that.
I'll say this.
I
I'll
can
say
agree
this,
with
Vlad,
that. I
I'll-
can
I'll say
agree with
this.
that.
You mentioned something, Vlad. The rookies now don't have to think about the stage element because currently we're
It's
in COVID,
different
right?
now, yeah,
And I
yeah.
do think that actually might be an advantage to them because, like, you look at Jay and Suge, and like if you put that in the crowd, and Suge could do all those power moves, his little "What's Your Life Like," his dunks, all that stuff, he might have more momentum. You put him in a room where it's just straight their lyricism, it looked a little different. So this is where I do think a lot of the rookies do have that advantage now as well because they're hungrier than the vets, and the vets can't use none of those tricks, none of those sorcery moves, any of those little crowd control moves. All that's gone. So these vets have to run the mile, run the distance with these rookies to have all this energy, have all this charisma, have all this energy and personality and motivation. So
See, this the thing though. I think with my vet it's a little different because we're both writers, but I'm a writer that performs. I'm not saying I would just completely dominate dominated on stage, but I don't think it would have been the same quite with me because I think I definitely work a stage better than JC. JC does not use a stage the way I use a stage. We're both great writers.
I've seen that guy just say yo, and some people start screaming. Like, it's just weird. It's weird. I've seen him do nothing on the stage, and people go crazy. I'll admit that.
Who talking about, JC?
Yeah, I've seen him do like literally nothing, and people are losing their minds.
What he may not have in performance, he's got in that crowd control. He knows.
Yeah, and I mentioned that last night too.
Tame a crowd and knows how to turn them up by just doing the slightest of movements. And I'm just saying, man, in front of 1,200 people, when that shit.
Oh my God, bro, they love the.
He ain't trying to hear that. He ain't trying to hear
All right, man. Let's let this man go about his day, man.
You guys have an advantage right now. I love the confidence, KC. I can't wait till Saturday and Monday. Pull back up, brother. We gonna chop it up. But we appreciate you stopping through, man. We appreciate the presence and nothing but luck, on Saturday. And may you have a blessed week, my brother. Thank you. And let everyone know your socials, where they can get, your merch at. Let everybody know where they can get everything related to Kid Chaos.
I appreciate y'all have me on, man. I wasn't a plan, but had to pull up real quick. But follow me on Twitter, Kid Chaos MIA at Kid Chaos MIA, and Instagram is at KCMIA90. And you got to hit me up directly for the merch, Headshot merch, Kid Chaos merch, all that shit. We from South Carolina, all that shit, whatever you want. Hit me up directly, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I go from there. Just shoot me a DM because I go and get everything just personally made myself. I don't have like a third-party website or nothing like that. So, just hit me up directly, man. And I appreciate y'all tuning in Saturday. And I just say, listen. That's all I ask. Listen with an objective ear, he has an uphill battle. Listen with an objective ear and just listen to what I'm saying, bro. It's going to be impressive. I think on both ends, it's going to be impressive. Just listen.
We look forward to it. My brother, have a good one.
My guy, I appreciate y'all. Have a good one.
You too.
All right.
Thank
you, Miss
2 days in a row,
man. Thank you, Stevie, and thank you everyone who sent out that bat signal. We appreciate all you degenerates rocking with us. That morning time with us.
After that Loso battle, Bill, JC's teeth is coming. I want to know how many battles JC lost.
Please leave the man alone.
The kid got a pen. Good luck, brother. JC no Loso smoke them. Kid Chaos better be ready.
They are mean shoe gang. Leave that man's teeth alone.
Look, I've been sold. I've been on the campaign. I was already happy. I'm even more excited. And real quick, side note too, I love that these rookies are promoting. Jada Nightwing was showing his personality for the Suge battle, promoting for that, and that was so hilarious. He even started to throw shots at John and other vets. Kid Chaos was on Caffeine with URL yesterday and spontaneously.
That's what they're supposed to do.
This is what they're supposed to do, and this is what separates their class from a lot of classes in the past. Thank you for the prop, Tata.
That's the question. How many losses does JC have on?
That's in the eye of the beholder, really, right? Like, what you?
I would say not a lie.
Right.
He don't have a losing. Like when we talk about like somebody like Surf, you got a lot of people who argue he has a losing record. You don't say that with JC. JC don't have a losing record. Period. Don't come for me. Leave me alone. I said what I said. I feel it. Somebody in the chat go try me. I said what I said.
Well, you know what though? Let's keep going with the news. We still got 2 more battles that exact same day as well. And on the one-off weekend, we also have the Saga versus Franchise going down. 2 guys from the west side of the bracket that was eliminated in the first round will be battling.
I thought Saga was gonna sit the fuck down.
Everybody in the chat, what do you guys think of Saga versus Franchise? Chat admin, let them know. What do they think about Saga versus Franchise? And Vlad, I'm going to ask you real quick while the chat starts clamoring.
Yes, sir.
These are 2 guys that are coming off all-star years, right? Like, Saga was probably a top 6 to 8 battle rapper 2019. Franchise had, like, maybe one of the most improved years, and I would say he's a top 20 guy. And they've both kind of regressed. How do you feel about this match?
Oh, France, at this point, right now, this is not a battle that I need or like, all right? I mean, we've seen Saga, the last 2 battles, struggle just to complete a battle. And Franchise, to me, he's hit that plateau where it's pretty much, you know what's going to be said. You know how it's going to be said. You know when the punchline's going to land, and the material just hasn't been as potent as possible. If I'm Saga, I'm kind of sitting this one out, man. I need some time to recover. I need people to remember me for who I am. And I think Franchise is going to do what Franchise does. You know, he's going to come in there, rapid fire. He's going to have the gun bars. He's going to have the bando talk. At this point, I need to see some elevation in the pen. I need to see some elevation in the game. Otherwise, you might get stuck into that wavy lane, you know, where your performance is great, your delivery is great, but the bars are just subpar, and it's only so far that it can carry you. If Saga comes in there as a Saga that he was from 3 battles ago, this battle shouldn't even be close. But now I just don't know what to expect when it comes to Saga. And it's so soon from his last 2 battles that I'm just like, Saga, it's too soon, bro. You need to take a break and chill and come back rejuvenated. So that's my thoughts on the battle, my 2 cents.
That's what I thought we was doing, Saga. Like, I thought me and you had like an agreement, a nonverbal agreement that you was going to sit down and focus on your merch and your music and come back to battle rap in a little bit, not in a few weeks. But, you know, I ain't smack. I don't have no control of these battles. So it is what it is. I don't really know what to expect because Saga hasn't been the same Saga that we know of him and what we have seen most of this year. Franchise, he still got that damn chip on his shoulder. He's still mad. He still feel like nobody put respect on his name. Don't nobody love him. Don't nobody care about his ass. And he tired of it. And he really feel like he got robbed. He feels like he should still be in the tournament. So
CC, to
I wouldn't
me,
even be surprised if Franchise wins at this point.
CC, it's just tough love to me. You know, like you see someone has potential, but you're like, dog, like you need to work on the left-handed dribble. You need to work on the left-handed layup. You got to do some more defense. You got to run some more sprints. And, you know, some people just don't want to hear it, but we're the consumers. Like, we're the ones listening. Like, not everyone out here is a troll. Some people have discerning ears, and they're really out there listening to what's going on. And when you have done amazing, people have always given you your props. You know, the Chef Trevor battle, you was crazy. You know, on versus Jack Boy Maine, you were crazy. Where's that Franchise? That's all I'm saying. Where's that guy at?
I mean, those are good points. And I think that hopefully he can understand that those are good points. However, it's hard for me just to say that it's an automatic win for Saga because as much as I love what Saga can do in a battle, we haven't seen that in the past few months. And they keep booking him like he didn't do good on Gnome. Then he had to come back and do this tournament. He still didn't do good, even though he didn't do good in the tournament. So he got eliminated in the first round. Now he's coming back again to do this battle. It's like, I don't expect him to be 100%.
I want to talk about Franchise for a second. Battle rap is a sport of retroactive activity where if you're doing really good, they look back and try to make it look like you were great all the time, not realizing you have to progress to get there. And then when you're doing bad, they go back to your track record and try to diminish when you were good. And so for Franchise, I want to always highlight this when I say this. 2019 was his career high year. He was an all-star that year. He was a top 20 battler that year. He elevated his level of competition. He took a leap that I didn't see coming. Battling Av, Danny Myers, JC, Big T. Like, he took on top-tier names, A-quality names, and at least went to war with most of them. I'll say this. From his Av battle, where it was a match where he was probably a 90-10 underdog, and he fought, right after that, he battled Jack Boy and had probably the best performance of his career. Yes, These are battles on the stage. After his Av battle, he battles JC in a small room. He battles Big T in a small room. He battles Shotgun Sugar in a small room. He battles Amzilla in a small room. He battles on Ultimate Madness. No audience. So I feel like what Franchise has been lacking a little bit, no pun intended, is the audience, is the energy, because he's a very energetic guy. He gets you in the groove of things. He's a guy that starts and opens the show and gets you turned up and sets the expectations for an event. Like, you can argue he had the best battle on Summer Impact Reloaded, right? And so I think, not that I don't want to see him in this environment, but it's clear that he found his groove on the stage with the crowd. He learned his crowd control. He learned his pacing, his structure of his material, all for that. So when he had to come back to this environment, took a little setback for him, and he regressed.
Period.
You're like, well, well said.
I mean, I can't add. I mean,
I don't know, man. I'm gonna keep the same energy as I kept with JC. The material has just not been it since the Av battle. I mean, since the Jack Boy battle, it's been, it hasn't reached that pinnacle ever since then. And I gotta keep that same energy that I had with JC. I need to see franchise channel back into that same guy. It wasn't just the crowd. Yes, the crowd helps, but what he was saying was fire too. When he did the last battle with the Ultimate Madness, the bars were just like so generic and just predictable and plain. Like there was no sprinkles on top of the ice cream. You feel me? It was just like plain vanilla. It wasn't no Cherry Garcia, none of that available, in the frozen section. So I just need franchise to step it up lyrically. He has everything else going for himself. Just step it up lyrically a little bit for me. That's all I'm asking for.
Another match for the one-off weekend this upcoming weekend. Steams versus Reaper Rel. Two MCs from the loser bracket on the east side of the bracket, the right side of the bracket. Mm-hmm. Both guys from New York, Vlad. I'm sure everybody feels like, Steams is stumbling, almost choked. Reaper had a choke, and fans are going to instantly not be excited about that. But I think people should be excited because if they both didn't have performances in round one that they were proud of, they get a chance to at least have a fire performance now. You know what I mean? Like, you look back to Don Marino and Big Hand. That was a match everybody was like, I don't really care for it. And that was actually really good.
It was decent.
Everybody in the chat. Steams versus Reaper Rel. We go hard. Toss up. Dope battle. I hope Steams works on his delivery. No, we're not excited. We go hard. And look, if you say you're not excited, I can understand. Because if you see what they brought in round one, you're probably saying to yourself, if that's what I'm going to get again or anything less than that from 2 weeks prep, I don't have anything to look forward to. But I think the opposite. I want to be optimistic about it. I think there's a chance they both say, let me at least show that I can bring a quality performance.
We got Steams been in the chokey since 2017. Steams needs more steam.
Not excited, to be honest. Steams gonna have some bars.
My goodness. Might not turn caffeine on till Chaos versus JC.
Damn, you're not feeling
Anthony, trash. Valletta, I got Rel 3-0. Not excited, to be honest. Steam's going to have some bars. Oh, we go sleep. That's what my man said. That's crazy.
Vlad, I do think Reaper and Steam should read the room and realize that a lot of people aren't excited, and maybe that should bring some motivation for them to put on a good performance between the two of them. What do you think?
I mean, it has to be. My main concern is Steam's going to stumble through the entire battle again. He's been stumbling Steams for a while. And after a while, this kind of just becomes part of your persona. Maybe it's part of your delivery. We've seen some guys where they're just prone to stumble over words time and time again, battle after battle. I think Steam's pen is crazy, personally. I think his pen is crazy, but he just lacks in being able to finish his rounds and not choking. With Reaper Rel, if he can get through his material, he'll be all right. I'm not mad at what he did versus Danny Myers. If he got through that clean,
I think,
I think the discussion is just a little bit closer or whatever. But he's entertaining the old head bars. But I don't know, man. I wish this battle was more so on We Go Hard. Because I hate seeing those battles ending up on Ultimate Madness stages and stuff like that. Like, leave it there and give these guys a chance to battle people that they probably wouldn't in their home league.
I feel like with Steams is really his delivery as well. Like, his delivery is just it don't hit the same. I don't know. And yeah, the stumbling, that doesn't help either. Steams, he got to clean it up if he wants to go further after all is said and done, after this battle and Ultimate Madness is over and done with. Like, he gotta pick it up a bit. And with Reaper, I think he's gonna do well in this battle.
Like Anthony was saying, if Reaper is clean, he probably will win this battle by default.
Yeah.
And I will say this though, Reaper, you got the face paint. You've been talking how people been sleeping on you. People, don't recognize the Long Island guys. You've got a lot of energy. You've got a lot of aggression. This is the time for you to channel all of that. A lot going on in your personal life and everything. Leave all of that on the stage. Show up and show out. This is caffeine. This is a stream thing. You got so many new viewers. I'm sure they're going to go, well, who's the guy with the face paint? If you have a great performance, who knows, man? Maybe you're back. Maybe, more folks are checking for you. I think this is a battle more so to see, will Reaper take that next step? Because unfortunately, I feel like Steams will do what Steams has been doing. The track record has proven it. So this battle to me is all about Reaper.
I want to talk about something we didn't get a chance to talk about yesterday. The judging panel for round 2.
No, I already know what we about to do with this one. That's why I'm getting.
I feel like we need to at least make sure we put that energy out there, get that message across. Real quickly to everybody in the chat. Emerald asked, can we not have judges that are not watching? Oh, you beat me to the point. Let me throw the alley-oop for you, and you can dunk it, Emerald. I got you. Don't you worry. Everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat. What do you guys think of the judging panel for round 2? And Vlad, CC, I'm gonna let you guys set it off.
Listen. If there's one criteria that you have as a judge to fill out, it is to watch the damn battles in completion. I love me some hip hop. I love me some battle rap, but sometimes we be moving janky as shouty. And I couldn't believe when Meth said, I didn't see the first round and I caught the tail end of Danny's round. Like, this is unacceptable. Like, I know this is battle rap and, everyone is used to being on RNT, but now we on that caffeine time. You feel me? Your job is to watch the battle. All I'm going to say is, Method Man, if you were contracted by TBS or TNT or one of them other people to sit there and judge a battle or something like that, you would not be out there shooting a video on a Conway. And if you were, I'm sure you would take that time out to watch the entire battle. Give the rappers the full respect, because if this was the Holmesy the God battle versus Emerson Kennedy,
right,
they would have strung you up, boy. They would have strung you up. And before I pass it to CC, France, I've heard other people saying, if Miss Rita would have said, I did not catch 2 or 3 rounds from Saturday night's battles, she would not have heard the end of it. So
y'all will probably put up a petition to have her taken off a champion. That's how far y'all would have took it. Y'all would have made a petition saying, sign this petition so Jay Black can get rid of Rita. She's bad for the culture. She's not in it for the culture. She's a culture vulture. Fuck out of here. Like, we not about to do that. Shout out to Rita, because like I said, y'all was so quick to slander her over the littlest things, but now y'all trying to say, but he got it right though. Even though he missed a round, he got it right though. That's not the point. The point is you're supposed to give your full and divided attention when you're judging a battle. Period. Nothing else should be going around you, because that can ultimately, you are judging who is going to be on Summer Madness and who is going to be fighting for the 25K. Like, this is bigger than you. You're supposed to be judging this. Like, stay focused. But I'm gonna move off of Method Man, okay? And I'm gonna say I'm all here for goods. I was feeling goods. I like how he judged the battles. I like how he was pretty much saying no, as like he gave his honest opinion with a little bit of comedy. He was good, checking everybody's fashion, saying that shit don't look good. You're not supposed to wear that with that. Like, he was good and he was fire, and I didn't have any issues with any of his decisions he made too. So
Goods had an interesting element of like being real authentic, and he almost brought that feel where it's like, I don't have a scorecard. I'm not counting bars. I'm not looking at structure. I'm looking at the way this made me feel, which is also a part of battle rap too, right? Sometimes you don't have to overcomplicate things. Like, if this was the old days, 15 years ago, where there's no cameras and you only watch a battle once, you're always gonna remember that battle by how it made you feel in that moment. And so Goods kind of brought that element, which I did appreciate. I wish he took things just a little more serious, because he does have really good analysis. So I would love to hear him just dissect things more, even if he's gonna just like not be
I think he
technical.
dissected.
Yeah.
I think there was times when he went through everybody's round and said, this is why I give you this round, this second round, and
Yeah.
this third round. I think he did good dissecting it, but I just feel like, and we said this before the tournament, the judging panel should be diverse. Not everybody should on that panel should be looking at battles the same way. You have to have a diversity. You have to have that one person who's going to dissect everything. Like Tony, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
you also have to have somebody who just be like, you know what, as a battler, I don't feel like you approached this battle the right way, which cost you. Yeah. You didn't with the Mike P situation.
Right.
Goods felt like he should have came out the gate that first round and
Mike P's first round. I had Mike P winning the battle. I think he looked at that one retroactively and said, "Well, I didn't like the way he looked in the second and third, so it's a."
You had Mike P winning the first.
I had Mike P winning the first. But friends, before we move on, I do got to say this. You know, I heard I don't want to misquote who the judge was, but I believe it was 40. If I'm wrong, please, Team 40, do not come for me. All right. But I do remember saying, hearing, you know, I want to see if this person does this better than they did last time, or if this person does this, and basically kind of making the judging predicated on what they did in previous battles. I just feel like personally, each battle should be judged in a vacuum, what's happening at that point. Not what they did in previous rounds or previous battles or previous years. It should be, what am I seeing in front of me right now? This is strictly what I'm judging it off, not what you did in the previous battles.
That's a good point, because if you had a great battle one round, but then you didn't have a good battle the next round, like what you did the round before don't matter. Exactly. It's over and done with. We talking about right now, so that's a good point.
To put a ribbon on it, I want to say this to Method Man. If you were having a rap battle and you had 3 people judging it, and one of the judges say, I didn't see the battle, how would that make you feel?
I don't give a fuck.
So,
you know how men are.
I don't give a shit. Fuck y'all.
I mean, you can say that. You can say that till money's on the line. And then it's like, well, hold on. How can you make an assessment? You didn't watch it.
He wouldn't care. The syndicated, I'm telling you, he wouldn't care. I'm telling y'all.
I don't give a fuck. I know I'm fighting.
25K might not be much to Meth, but it's a lot to some people in the tournament.
Damn so, right.
With that being said, we move on. We do have some more Method Man news, though. I feel like this is all kind of part of the rollout, right? Like, he got the Danny Myers argument. You know, he's part of the tournament. And, you know, so it's not all bad with Meth. You know, he has been pretty good for the most part. He's had a couple things that we disagree with as a whole. But we had this announcement. This thumbnail came up. Math Hoffa tweeted out a thumbnail of Method Man versus Math Hoffa. And now everybody's kind of confused. Everybody kind of is wondering what's going on. Is this real? Is this going down? Did this happen? Like, what's the details on this? And I want to just say this, right? Because I try my best to do as much journalistic research on it as possible. Obviously, people wouldn't share the full details of the content. But from what I was able to gather, Avocado edited this battle. This battle already took place. It happened already. There's a few people in the audience. Few people have seen it. Cortez told me he's seen it. He said he liked the performance. Misfit told me she's seen it. She told me she liked what she saw. And Math is saying that, I want to make sure I quote Math correctly for this, actually, so let me get it right. Math says, this is a new format that I've created, and you'll be surprised how Meth performed. It will drop this week on his YouTube. So I want to say this much before I throw it to you guys. I'm very curious, and at this moment, Math has got my attention. Like, I've been subscribed anyway, so anything you drop, Math, I'm going to be there to watch, even more so for this. But I do think if you're going to try to roll out these surprise battles that are trying to shift the culture, create a new format, you have to kind of be as transparent as possible, because the media is your friend. Well, for the most part, it could be, right? Or at the very least, give them the opportunity to report it accurately. If you leave it in the air for us to speculate, I might say this person might say that, this person might say that, and nobody has the right information. At least if you put the right information and if we report it incorrectly, that's on our fault, right? And if you want the culture backing you or the support, I feel like there should have been some more details released for this.
Yeah, I mean, it would be great if we could get all of that, but you know, if Math wants to do the surprise rollout, I can't tell a man how to run his business. That's on him, and hopefully all works out. Me, I've always been one that supported when mainstream rappers, quote unquote, want to get into battling, because I feel like this is all hip hop, and we need a merger of the worlds. It brings more eyes. If we have an MC who's current or who is a legend who comes back and does great things, that only brings more attention into battle rap, and that also helps the battlers that are battling these guys and the circuit overall. You know, how does it say? Emerald say it, or a rising tide raises all ships. So I'm here for it. Now, my personal expectations, we've seen how these mainstream guys do when they come back. I don't know what Method Man is going to give us. I can only assume, but I'm not going to do that because, it makes an ass out of you and me. So I'm here for it. I'm going to have my popcorn. I want to see this thing already. I want to see what this whole rollout is about, this new format, and get some more details about what's going to happen in the future. So I'm for it, man. Any rapper legend who wants to jump in the game, jump in the game. Either do your thing or get your dumb ass smoked. Either way, we're going to watch and we're going to have our commentary afterwards. So let's get to this battle already, man.
Shout out to my best friend Nina in the chat, making me laugh in the inside, but because she's letting everybody know her feelings about this battle. But
yikes! She ain't spoken with it, shouting.
Oh, she'll let you know. But yeah, I'm just curious to see what Method Man looks like battle rapping, because I mean, I know people say, like, for people in his like in his class or in his decade, or when Wu-Tang and Method Man, Redman was popping, they used to battle in the streets. You hear people say that, but we ain't never seen it. And like with Cassidy, that was a long time ago. But can you battle rap to that? Like, we like to see it. So I'm kind of curious to see how Method Man looks like battle rapping. And yeah,
I will say this: I would have loved to have seen it live, because there's a different pressure when it's live and people know, that people are watching them. Because otherwise, things can turn into a production. You can read between the lines on that one. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see how this thing turns out. I would have loved to have seen it live, though.
I don't think so. I don't think there's any legends of Method Man battling on the streets. At least, I know I was watching a few bloggers talking about this battle, and they said that they know that most likely, especially the fact that Method Man's from New York, and that's just what y'all did. Rappers did that a lot, trying to rap for label deals and stuff like that. He probably did battle some people, but again, like I said, it wasn't on tape. It wasn't on
probably
video.
Just aggressive ciphers or some good stuff or whatever. Although, street legend, Cannabis once upon a time battled 6 dudes out of Wu-Tang Clan, and the only dude that was left standing was Killer Priest at the end of the battle.
Okay, so there you go.
That's a little nugget for all my old heads out there.
Come on.
Other people are like, who? What?
Come on.
I like that, Vlad. I like that a lot. Thank you for that.
Yes. Oh, you're welcome, brother.
All right, let's move on with some more interesting news that we have. Tay Rock may sit out for Summer Madness 9. Let me get it right. So I'm gonna play this quick audio clip from Hip Hop Is Real, where Knowledge the God was asking Tay Rock about his Summer Madness appearance.
I overheard y'all. You ain't got no opponent yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on?
I mean, I ain't got no opponent for real. Like, and on the real, like, I'm not forcing nothing. Like, it's not really nobody that I care to battle right now. You know what I'm saying?
You heard it there first. There's nobody right now that he really cares to battle. And I want to say this: if Tay Rock does not battle on Summer Madness 9, he would break his consecutive Summer Madness streak, which is the highest in URL history. He's been on Summer Madness 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6 consecutive Summer Madness trips in a row. Nobody in the league has more, and he will put an end to this historic streak if he does not appear on Summer Madness 9.
Wow. The Cal Ripken of URL, man, he might be ending this streak. It might be a little sad not seeing Tay Rock up there with the big hat.
I gotta be honest, I kind of felt it when he wasn't on Gnome 9, and he ended his Gnome streak after being on 5 consecutive Gnomes, tied for Charlie Clips for the most. And I was like, wow, he could have went for history. He could have had the most Gnome consecutive appearances. Like, this might never happen again.
Yeah.
I'm sad, especially after what we saw against Daylight. Like, I want to see more from Tay Rock.
But for me personally, if he doesn't have anyone that he's interested in, I don't want to see him forcing bars and piecing bars together that he doesn't
That's
care
true.
for, and then we get a bad performance. See, Tay-Rock is smart. He had a tumultuous year last year, and now with this daylight battle, everyone has fallen in love with him again. Even the most recent controversy that we saw on the IG timelines hasn't affected him since that daylight battle. He's dusted that dirt off his shoulder and he keeps it moving. Why spoil that with a lackluster battle where people are just going to tear you apart again? Tay-Rock, you sit back, chill, go eat some crab legs or something like that, and just enjoy the show for that.
Yes. Man. Get that butter and then squish that lemon.
Hello.
And,
hello.
Oh, here we go again with the seafood.
Cece's gonna have an LTBR mukbang. Francis gonna have an ASMR joint. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I might start
light shows.
I might have to make some shrimp
if
Alfredo after this.
Oh,
if the culture wants it, let me know.
God.
Context. He said he's in talks with Verb for a battle. Okay, I seen that. I did see that. He does have some conversations for some names. Tay-Rock will always have conversation for names. He may be running out of opponents, but there will never be opportunities where URL isn't looking for him. You know what I mean? But I agree with you, Vlad. He's coming off, arguably one of the best performances of his career. I don't think it's the best personally. I still think the Hollow one is his career high. People always say we've never seen Rock like this. Yeah, you've never seen Rock in a room with no audience. It's just that simple. Sometimes people in this game don't do this enough. You're right, Vlad. They don't walk away from the table when they're up. Right?
Yeah.
Like, everybody's here that's ever been to Vegas, Atlantic City, or any casino.
The stock markets or something.
Anything that involves some kind of risk, right? If you're up, sometimes we don't ever walk away while we're up. We want to keep that momentum and see if we can get higher, and higher, and realizing the ceiling never really ends, and only we're the ones that bring it down on ourselves. So I don't mind him sitting out on this very high performance.
Lock in the profits, Tay-Rock. Lock them in.
I'm still sad because I just really enjoyed Tay-Rock. Like, take away all the drama and all the petty stuff that's happened. I've always been a fan of Tay-Rock. I love seeing Tay-Rock on stage.
Emerald says, I think it's smart. I agree, Emerald. It's very smart. And in fact, I feel like Tay-Rock should be following. Right. Tay-Rock should be following some of his peers from his class, like, the Surfs, the Calicos, the Hitmans. These guys don't battle that frequently. Imagine if we start getting Tay-Rock battles once a year. Last year, 2019.
People would really appreciate him a lot.
Look, I'll tell you this. 2019, he battled 7 times. And that's the most he's ever battled in 1 year for his career. And I felt like he was chasing that after 2018 when everybody said he had a little bit of a decline from the Goods battle, the Hitman battle, the Pat Stay battle, after being a top 2 champion of the year candidate. So it's like you were almost the MVP, then you're chasing that, and then you're still chasing it. Like he stood at the casino and just kept pulling the slot after running to the ATM 2 times. You know what I mean?
Anthony said that's what Geechee need to do. I mean, Geech, look.
Emerald says, what's the end game for a battler? Is there anything to gain by going all the way? We don't know what the end game fully is yet. I'll tell you this. One part of the end game is collecting like a badge of battling all your peers, all the top names. Maybe getting some of those legend plates, the Mooks, Iron, Solomons, the Loaded Luxes, $3. Getting those people from the era prior on your resume, that's also a really good badge. An industry rapper also solidifies things. But ultimately, you want to become that battle rapper that doesn't have to put themselves in the field so frequently. Like boxers coming up have to fight all the time to make their names up. Once you're a high profile boxer, you're probably fighting 2-3 times a year. You're not fighting 6-7 times a year anymore.
Yeah, I mean, the end game, during the Smack era, which pretty sure most of the people who are tuning in were introduced to Battle Rap 4. And for you new people on Caffeine, that was around, 03, 04, 05, that whole era there. The end game was to become a signed rapper, put out some records, and just relive your glory days. Nowadays, I think the end game is, you battle all the people who you feel like are the top comp from that time, and then parlay it into something else, whether it's acting, whether it's wilding out, whether it's putting out music or starting independent ventures for yourself. I think that's the end game. I don't think anyone, maybe it's changing now, but it never was. I want to get into battle rap and stay in battle rap forever as my
no,
main.
You was trying to,
like
and
you want
in the
to
beginning,
parlay
you
it
was
into
trying to
something
record
else.
deal. Yeah, and we got a lot of battle rappers like Sue Surf, Averb, Math Hoffa has been able to flip his battle rap career into a successful podcast, and now you're seeing everybody now having a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's things that a lot these battle rappers can do outside of battle rap, and this may be the time now for Tay Rock to start putting more time into that. We've been talking the past 5 minutes about maybe he don't have no opponents right now that he can really take serious. And if that is the case, Tay Rock, then that music career, we want some bangers.
Whether it's a music career, whether he goes scouts his talents, whether he starts his merch and does his own independent ventures, I look forward to that as well. We'll end the afternoon like this. We're definitely going to deep dive into a little bit more later this week. But the final 4 storylines between Holmesy the God, being the dark horse, Danny Myers seeking redemption, somebody who was overqualified for this tournament and looked dominant, Bill Collector suffering the emotional loss of his brother and using that to fuel him and be resilient, and Nun, somebody who was what's the word, Vlad, when you find goods, you find gems, there's like, oh, this is hidden goods or something like that.
Okay. Hidden treasure.
Thank you,
like
hidden
that.
treasure.
Yeah.
He's a hidden treasure, right? And so all 4 of these guys have a very unique storyline. I'll put it like this. Thank you, everybody. Diamond in the Rough, Hidden Gems. Awesome. Thank you. I love the chat for that. I'll ask the chat, and I'll ask you two guys, what's your favorite storyline amongst the final 4 contestants? Vlad, what's yours?
Man, I got 2 of them. I have Holmesy totally snatching his respect from everyone, and I have Nun coming back from the dead and really shocking the world up until this point right now. Those 2 storylines there have been pretty amazing to me. I bet against Holmesy the entire way, and he shut my ass up. And Nun, boy, you've been putting on a show, man. But I say that just to say I know what I'm gonna get from Bill Collector. I've been a Bill Collector fan since he came in the game, so this is par for the course. I expect this from Bill, much like I expect this from Danny. Although that Danny and Holmesy battle, that's gonna get interesting, man. Very spicy. We're gonna do a deep dive with that one.
Cece, put a ribbon on it. What's your favorite Final 4 storyline?
Well, I'm gonna go the other way because I do respect those 2, but I'm gonna go the other way just to be different and say Bill Collector, because yes, we all expect and know what we're gonna get from Bill, but we also got to remember that he's battling with a heavy heart. He lost his brother LB. Rest in power to LB, and thoughts and prayers to his family, friends, and loved ones, because I know they hurting too. Yeah. So Bill got a lot of, not just his own sadness, but he got his family, their friends, loved ones. They're all rooting for Bill to give them a little bit of a silver lining. You know what I'm saying? And I know LB's looking down and he's proud of Bill, but I know Bill wants to go all the way. If he's going to go this far, he might as well try to go all the way. And I know that, and we talk about it a lot of times with battle rappers, when they're not doing good because they got heavy hearts, they're going through a lot of things in life, and we understand that life is bigger than battle rap. But for Bill to do good and keep doing good, despite everything that's going around in his life, salute to him. And I think that makes for a good story, good story.
Yeah, I want to say, I don't know if I have a pick yet because we're definitely going to deep dive all 4 stories later on for this week. I just want to say that I'm happy with any of these 4 individuals winning it all.
Yeah, those people, they've all put in work and they all deserve it.
I know, that's why I said, you can't even be mad. Like, even if it is like Holmesy, Nun in the finals, you can't be mad at them. They did what they were supposed to do. They won. They won. Give them their props.
Well, that's enough for us for today. We'll be back tomorrow again, as always, 10:30 a.m. Everybody out there, thank you so much for always supporting, always tuning in. Emerald, everybody in the chat, Project Rico, Sub, the Syndicate.
Hey.
Big shout outs to our chat admin who's holding it down. We'll find out if he wants to be revealed in the next time we go around. But he will always we will always have a chat admin in there to settle the Q&As, respond to all you guys.
Oh, we got to talk about our sponsors?
Yes, absolutely. And friends, before we go, shout out to our sponsor, MC Wars. As you know, MC Wars, man, they have been putting on the battles on beats. You get 2 rounds on beats. You get 1 round a cappella. They put together K Shine and Math Hoffa before. Ness's battle on the lead. John. Everyone has battled on MC Wars before. And, Keith Murray versus Fredro Starr. That's a personal Vlad classic. So shout out to our sponsor, MC Wars. Whenever they drop something, we'll keep you abreast to it, and definitely check them out when they start dropping some heat. So stay tuned. MC Wars is back. And follow us on all socials at LTBR Podcast, at CC on Air, at Program V. If you want to leave a little something in the Cash App, it's right there at LTBR Podcast. Help support the show so we can get, more things to make things more lit for you. And we just appreciate you guys rocking with us every morning, making us a part of your morning routine. Tell your friends about it. Share the broadcast. Show some love. And we will be back here tomorrow at 10:30. You never know who's going to be here. You see how lit it was today. So bring your funky ass back here at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow, and we will be rocking out, man. Much love, everybody. Wu-Tang.
We off air. Great job, y'all.
Oh, man.